There was good, and then not so good. Pomona obviously hungry to get back in the win column last week, and obviously you guys wanted to get a victory, but an outcome, it's a loss. So what came out of that game for you guys?
Yeah, Pomona was hungry. They had come off 2 losses against Cal State Los Angeles and Cal State Dominguez Hills the weekend before, where we had a split against those 2 teams. They definitely were on edge, ready to play. Hats off to them that they played a full 40 minutes. Hats off to Pomona that they sustained a couple of our better stretches during the game where we got leads and we were hitting on all cylinders, but they countered with their own play-making ability and won the basketball game. Defensively, we learned a few things that we were able to come out with a completely different game plan. As a coaching staff, we challenged our team to do something that they haven't done before, and that's play 40 minutes of zone and get into a full court press for the first time this year. So we sustained that. No regrets playing that against Pomona. I thought we did a very nice job defensively over the period of time, other than a few letdowns.
As you get this part of the season, you're going to start to face opponents for the second time. One of those opponents that we've seen this week started off with San Diego. That was the road trip where you got the win there. You got the win was at San Bernardino. Very good road trip. What do you remember aside from the win facing the Tritons down there?
Yeah, nothing's changed. The last time we played San Diego, they were at the top of the standings, nationally ranked, and they're the same now. And so, very, very good basketball team. We're one of their few losses of the season. We match up well against them. At least we think that. Athletically, I like our speed. I certainly like playing at home. This Thursday should be a great matchup against 2 very good basketball teams.
When you look at how things have gone, the strong start, but some of those conference losses have come over the last several weeks, is it just facing the top teams, or is it something else to it?
Yeah, the parity in the CC2A is amazing, and it has been for quite a long time. I mean, from a fan standpoint, it must be exciting to watch, because you've got a Cal State San Bernardino team coming in here Saturday who's on the lower end of the standings but playing extremely well right now. Very talented team, can beat anybody at any time. And you have San Diego coming at the same time this weekend. So, and they're at the top of the standing, and they certainly could lose to anybody at any time. We've proven that. But it's the parity of the conference and how well they prepare for each game, these student athletes, and how they come out and perform for 2 hours. And it's a great game. It's college basketball. And when the ball goes up, our coaches, we need to make adjustments, and if our players execute correctly and the adjustments we try to make, the team wins. And it's just going to be that way down the stretch. I guarantee you it's going to be down to the last weekend for a championship, and we will be involved in that if we keep heading the right direction. A couple of games out right now, everybody plays everybody. San Diego's coming here, Chico's going to San Diego, San Diego's going to Pomona, vice versa, and everybody's going to have losses, and then when we play other teams on the lower end of the conference, we all have to sustain and stay on our feet because it is a marathon.
What do you do as a coaching staff when you're facing a team for a second time? The first time you have game video, you finally see them, but now the fact that you guys have played one another on the court, are there changes made, or is this basically the same game plan that worked that first time around?
Now, there's a video program called Synergy that we all have access to, and it's a great recruiting tool. It's a great scouting tool for our teams. It's very educational. It cuts up each possession. And so we will look at our San Diego game, we'll look at our past game this last weekend, and we'll learn from that. And we'll make adjustments, and it's more of a chess game than anything. We'll make a move and try to get better from our win that we had previous with San Diego, and they'll make a chess move to try to get better after their loss, and then there'll be a halftime talk with another chess move along with the timeout. So that's what's beautiful about basketball, that there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, a lot of interchangeable players.
Rocky got into the game last week. He looked like he's foul trouble where he didn't get a lot of minutes. But Bringing him back, out of game and having him back on the floor, what does that mean to the team?
I'm looking forward to Rocky coming back this weekend and being at home and having some time off with the suspension, his hand problem. He's overcome a lot of things right now, and I suspect he'll be back to being Rocky. And because we're at home and we've had a week here to recover, and I think I think good things for Rocky this weekend.
All right, Coach.
Yeah.